I'm State Representative Karen Boback, and I represent Wyoming and parts of Lackawanna and Luzerne County. That's House District 117. Today, I'm at the wonderful Pennsylvania Farm Show with Secretary Greig, Secretary of Agriculture, and he consented to answer a few questions on our behalf. Secretary Greig, thank you for being with us today.
Welcome to the Farm Show.
I have a specific question about high tunnels, if you don't mind. In the previous session, I authored House Bill 1440, which later became Act 159 of 2014. Of course, you remember that this bill addressed real estate assessments and the building code issues associated with the use of high tunnels. And these are such wonderful structures. They protect, of course, the growing season for us. How important do you see these structures in Pennsylvania, and how will this law benefit our farmers?
Well, it's going to benefit the farmers because I think that exempts them from real estate tax on those structures. So that is a benefit to farmers because property tax is one of the major expenses for farming in Pennsylvania. Also, those are great structures. We can use those for extending the season. They're great for fruits and vegetables, for storing hay. A lot of farmers that I know are going from traditional farms to these high tunnel structures.
And we're really excited about that. In fact, in my district, you see them popping up, in the rural areas. So thank you for your support of the high tunnel legislation also. That means a lot to our farmers.
Well, thank you for that.
Thank you. Now, looking at the farm show, it's the 99th year. Can you imagine 99 years? And I know you did your homework on the show throughout the years. What do you see evolving in the farm show? Like, why does it make it better this year than it was maybe 20 years ago?
Well, it's continually getting bigger and better. We have the new technology integrated into the farm show. We have free Wi-Fi here at the farm show while you're walking around. All the commodities in Pennsylvania are here under one roof. 1 million square feet of agriculture. So we are very proud of the tradition and the heritage of Pennsylvania and the Pennsylvania Farm Show.
And I'm really thrilled, and especially, I don't know how many people realize that agriculture is the #1 industry in the state, and we aim to keep it there.
Yeah.
In fact, now we have the Farmland Preservation Program, and this afternoon you presented and you spoke a little bit about that. Would you share it with our audience?
Yes, Pennsylvania has always led the nation in farmland preservation, but this past year in September we reached a milestone of 500,000 acres. So that's 500,000 acres of preserved farmland. So that has helped us to be able to transition that farmland into the next generation, along with eliminating inheritance tax and your high tunnels, because all of those help our farming community and help the future farming community.
And that's what we're looking toward, the future of farming. Now today, there was a lot of information out with Pennsylvania preferred products. So there's something else if you'd like to expand, because that came about just recently.
Yes, that was one of the first things we did, I believe, either the fall of 2011 or 2012. But that's been great. Before PA Preferred, every time an administration came in, they would change the brand. And it was simply Delicious before it was PA Preferred. But what we did was we made PA Preferred, we signed it into law. So now, by the law, that is the permanent branding program for Pennsylvania Ag products, which is good for us because we have to have the farmers and the processors to buy into PA Preferred. They weren't doing that before because labeling is one of their highest costs, and every time that an administration would change, the label would have to change. So now that they know that it's permanently our Pennsylvania trademark, now they're buying into it. We have over 1,200 PA Preferred members registered at the Department of Agriculture, and it's been great as far as increasing the profitability for our farmers, you know, because people like to buy local. And when you buy local, you're keeping the dollars in the local community and supporting the local farmers.
That's exactly right. And again, for our audience, the logo, it's beautiful. It's the blue keystone with a gold check mark. So when you see that, there you go.
It's right here.
The blue keystone with the gold check mark means it's PA preferred, and the product is grown right here in Pennsylvania.
Made or grown in Pennsylvania.
One more question, if I may.
Sure.
Farmers markets. That is something that really has taken off in my part of the state. I know throughout the entire state. But I understand we have some kind of a ranking. Like, we're right up there with farmers markets.
I believe we're 7th in farmers markets, and I attribute a lot of that, other than PA preferred, but a lot of that I attribute to our location. Pennsylvania is within an 8-hour drive of 50% of the population of the United States. You know, we have the Eastern Seaboard, New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Washington, Baltimore, and that gives Pennsylvania the opportunity to grow the fruit and vegetables and deliver them fresh to the farmers markets and to the large population.
And you just gave me a statistic that, see, I learned from that too, an 8-hour range throughout the United States?
Yes.
Well, that explains why when I get relatives from throughout the seaboard, they try to get to my home on a weekend so that I could take them to a farmer's market so they could stock up. Well, this is wonderful. Thank you so much. It was always a pleasure to work with you, Secretary Greig. You have done so much for this state and for agriculture in and of itself. Thank you.
Well, thank you for being here today, and thank you for all that you've done for agriculture.